You know, New Year's is a big deal in our family because we have 40 relatives gathering together. Preparing for it is incredibly hard work. I can't have you underestimating how we do things around here. Since you've married into this family, that's just how it is. Of course, I'll give you some instructions, but don't think you can rely on me too much, okay? Finally, we've reached the point of passing the torch to the next generation, so I'm looking forward to relaxing this year.
Judith? With all due respect, I think I mentioned before, but I'm due to give birth around New Year's, so I might not be able to handle all the preparations. I thought I made that clear already.
Huh? I don't recall asking for your opinion. This is just how things are done in our family, and your reasons don't matter. New Year's is New Year's. It's a family event, so you're going to handle the preparations.
As I've mentioned, there's a chance I might actually be in labor during that time, or I could be in the hospital. I'm sorry, but for this year, would it be possible for you to take charge of the preparations? Of course, if I'm physically able, I will definitely help out.
Huh? How many times do I have to say this? My son got married, and now that you're his wife, we're finally passing on the responsibility. I've been doing all the New Year's preparations for years now, and it's been a tremendous amount of work. But now, I finally get to graduate from that. I've been looking forward to this moment for so long. I can't wait to have a New Year's where I don't have to do anything, so you'll be working hard this year.
But realistically speaking, it might be difficult for me.
Why are you complaining about this now? As a mother-to-be, you should be able to handle something like this with ease. You can't let anything throw you off.
I understand that, but...
I said I'm not interested in your opinion, didn't I? If you don't like it, why don't you try changing your due date?
That's impossible. Surely as someone who's experienced childbirth, you understand that I can't control when the baby will come, right?
Not my problem. Got it? This year, I'm not lifting a finger to help.
But this is really out of my control. Since we can't predict exactly when the baby will be born, it could happen earlier or later. If it happens later and I'm available, of course I'll help with the preparations. But if I'm not able to, I'd really appreciate it if you could assist.
I've told you already, I don't care. Oh, by the way, I have a drinking party with the neighbors starting soon, so I'm off. See ya.
Judith, wait. Please, I'm begging you.
Hey, where's the New Year's food you were supposed to prepare?
Uh-huh. I just gave birth a little while ago, so I haven't been able to prepare the food.
What? What are you talking about? I told you how important this is, didn't I? Giving birth doesn't matter. Don't you understand the importance of family traditions?
Even if you say that, it's not realistic for me to do this right now. I just went through childbirth. I literally put my life on the line to bring a child into the world.
Even if it's the day you give birth, if you're a wife in this family, you make the food for the relatives. Don't use childbirth as an excuse. Get discharged right now and prepare food for 40 people.
Are you serious?
Of course I am. Don't just lie around lazily in a hospital. You married into this family, so you work like one of us.
Understood. I'll come over now.
As you should. Even if it takes you all night, you better get it done.
Yes.
Hey, what are you doing collapsed on the floor? You've caused an enormous commotion here from the start of the new year. We had ambulances and police cars rushing here all because of you. And you couldn't even manage to make food for 40 people? Seriously, what do you think you're doing? Because of your incompetence, I had to use the little scraps you left behind to finish preparing the food. It was your job, and yet why am I the one doing it again this year? You will apologize, kneeling and bowing at my feet next time I see you. And don't think you'll get away with that. You owe me a Chanel bag as an apology. If you don't, you are no longer part of this family. You are a disgrace as a wife, and you should leave this house immediately.
So, it was you, Judith. You're the one who pushed Kenzie to the brink, aren't you? It's not Kenzie who's going to leave, it's you. I'm the one who's utterly disappointed in you.
What? Who's this? Huh? Who do you think you're talking to?
It's me, your husband.
Wait, you're here? Are you serious?
I heard from Kenzie what really happened when I saw her lying there exhausted and you simply laughed it off, telling her, "What are you doing lying down?" I knew something wasn't right, so I asked Kenzie to tell me everything, and she told me the truth. You made her come home and prepare food for the entire family right after she gave birth. I couldn't believe it, but now I know it was all because of you, Judith.
Stop exaggerating. All because of me? That's such a horrible thing to say. I was just following the family traditions. I've always had to take care of the New Year's preparations. And now that Kenzie's married into the family, it's her turn. I did the same thing for years, and now it's her responsibility. I didn't do anything wrong. Don't try to paint me as the villain here.
Are you kidding me right now? You never gave birth in the dead of winter like Kenzie did. And even when you did have our children, my parents were always incredibly kind to you, making sure you didn't have to lift a finger. They took every precaution to ensure you weren't overexerting yourself. After you gave birth, I was the one who took over the household chores, and I didn't let you do anything strenuous. I even know how you slacked off on the housework for months afterward, letting me do most of it.
Wait, that's different. You can't compare our situations. You wouldn't understand, Davis, because you've never given birth yourself. After childbirth, it takes time to recover. My body didn't cooperate for months. It's not like I could just jump right back into things.
Wow, that's rich coming from you. So you know exactly how hard it is to recover from giving birth. And yet you still forced Kenzie to make food for the whole family right after she had our baby?
That's not the same thing. I mean, it's just one day. I thought she could push through and manage for a day. After all, it's only a bit of extra effort.
Your excuses are pathetic. I don't want to hear them anymore. I was shocked when you insisted on staying behind with Kenzie instead of coming with me to my parents' house for New Year's. But now I understand why. You never had any intention of helping her. Instead, you wanted her to suffer, didn't you? I'm truly disappointed in you, Judith. You've let me down.
That's not true. I just thought you were working so hard lately that you deserve a break. I didn't want you stressing over the New Year's preparations. That's why I stayed back. It was for your sake, not hers.
Enough! From now on, I'm leaving everything in Kenzie's hands. I've already crossed a line by borrowing her phone to message you, but I can't sit by and let this continue. When I get back, we're gonna have a serious discussion. And just so you know, this will be your last New Year's with my family. You won't be around to celebrate with us next year.
Wait, Davis, what do you mean? We've been married for decades. How could you suddenly turn against me like this and take her side? You're my husband. How could you? Are you even listening to me?
Judith, it's Kenzie. I gave birth recently, and your son went back to your house to drink on New Year's Eve. You didn't even bother to come to visit your new grandchild. And instead, you both stayed behind, celebrating without us.
So what? What's the big deal? You could have just made the food at your house and brought it over to Grandma's tomorrow. We could have seen each other then. What's with all this drama?
I was literally risking my life giving birth. The only one who cared enough to come by my side was Davis. But by the time he got here, I had already returned home to start preparing the food. When Davis found out what I was doing, he rushed over to help. He called an ambulance for me, but if he hadn't come in time, I don't even want to think about what could have happened.
Stop being so melodramatic. If you're well enough to be sending messages, you clearly weren't in that bad of shape. You called an ambulance just for that? You've made a scene, dragging the whole family into it, and now we're all in an uproar. Honestly, you're such a drama queen. And as for Davis, well, he's always been too soft on you.
You're calling me dramatic? I literally collapsed, Judith.
That's your own fault for not taking better care of yourself. You've clearly been neglecting your health if something like this can take you down. All I did was make sure you followed the family traditions like any proper wife should. I didn't do anything wrong.
Davis seems to have made up his mind, but for now, I'll be staying in the hospital as the doctors have advised me to rest. So enjoy your New Year's with your son and the rest of the family.
Of course I will. We'll have a grand time, as always, while you've made yourself irrelevant in this family anyway.
Actually, Judith, it's you who's irrelevant now. Davis said that he's decided you're no longer part of this family.
Huh. Don't be ridiculous. I've had enough of this charade.
I don't know if it's a charade or not, but Davis seems pretty serious. He's planning to divorce you.
What? Divorce? That's impossible. We've been married for so many years. There's no way we're getting divorced. If anyone's getting divorced, it's you and my son. You're the one who should leave this family.
No, Judith. Davis is fed up with your cruelty. He's done with you.
Oh, please. You must have brainwashed him or something. My bond with Davis is stronger than anything you could ever imagine. Our marriage is solid. It's yours that's falling apart, not mine. And let me tell you, my son has been complaining about you nonstop. He says you've gained so much weight since getting pregnant that he can't even look at you as a woman anymore. It's no wonder, really. You've been lazing around, stuffing your face with junk food every day.
You know, Judith, you really love running your mouth. But I'm done with this conversation. I'll come to your house once I've fully recovered, and we'll settle things properly. Until then, this is goodbye.
Kenzie, I truly apologize for what happened yesterday. The fact that I didn't notice things had gotten this bad is my failure as well. I've made you shoulder so much. I don't even know how to properly apologize.
Davis, thank you for reaching out. But please, you don't have to apologize. I'm the one who's sorry for dragging you into this mess. It must have been difficult for you too, and I can't imagine how shocked you were yesterday.
Yeah, I won't lie. It was pretty shocking. But after seeing all the evidence, honestly, I feel more resolved now. If she's gonna behave like that, then I can't just sit back and stay silent any longer.
Right, I understand. So, what are you planning to do?
I've made up my mind. I've put up with a lot from her for years, thinking that it was easier to ignore the issues than face them. But now, seeing how far things have gone, I realize that ignoring her behavior has only made everything worse. And now you're caught up in it. This isn't something I can just tolerate anymore.
You've really had to go through a lot with Judith, haven't you? Honestly, when I heard what you said to her yesterday, I was shocked. I thought I was the only one she treated so harshly.
I know. I can't apologize enough for that. The truth is, I've been letting her get away with everything for years. I never really pushed back, and she took that as a green light to do whatever she pleased. She became arrogant, never lifting a finger, and treating everyone around her as though they owed her something.
So that's what it was like for you too.
Yeah, even when our son was born, she was pampered and treated like she was doing something amazing. I didn't see it at the time, but we all coddled her too much. I thought I was doing the right thing by supporting her, but I realize now that I was just enabling her behavior. She got used to everyone catering to her whims, and before I knew it, she was manipulating people into giving her whatever she wanted.
I see. You're not the one at fault here, Davis. You don't need to beat yourself up over this. Judith is the one who created the situation with her behavior.
Maybe. But it's my responsibility too. I let her act this way for too long, thinking that it was easier to just ignore the problems. But now this situation has escalated beyond anything I could have imagined. The fact that she treated you the way she did, I just can't let this slide anymore.
I'm glad to hear that you're taking action. It's been tough, but knowing that you're standing up to her gives me some peace of mind.
I'll handle things from here on out, but Kenzie, you shouldn't have to deal with this either. Don't push yourself too hard. Let me take the lead on this.
Thank you, Davis. I appreciate that, but I'm ready too. I've got everything I need, and I'm prepared for whatever comes next.
Good to hear. I'll start the necessary discussions on my end. You just focus on your health and well-being. Don't stress yourself out more than you need to.
Of course. I'll do my best. I'll talk to your son about everything too. I know we both need to be on the same page.
That's important. Make sure you two are aligned, and then we'll move forward together. But don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. I feel so much better knowing that you're by my side.
Of course, Kenzie. We're family. I won't let Judith's actions tear this family apart any longer. We'll get through this.
I hope so. I just want things to get better from here.
They will. I'm certain of it. We've been through too much to let her continue controlling things the way she has. It's time for a change.
Yes, it is. Thank you again for everything, Davis. I'll talk to your son and we'll figure out our next steps.
Take care of yourself, Kenzie. I'll be in touch soon.
Thank you, Davis. You too.
What have you done? How could you say something so outrageous to my husband?
Oh, I see you've heard about it right away. That's quite ironic coming from you. You have no idea how shocked I was when I learned the full extent of everything. I can't believe you were having an affair with an old male friend and that your husband got involved with that friend's daughter. It's such a disgusting mess. It's unbelievable.
I didn't know anything about it. I had no idea his daughter would end up in a relationship with my son. We're all married, so I never thought it would come to this.
Well, that makes sense. I'm sure your son would say the exact same thing. I mean, it's beyond disgusting to think that your mother and her father were dating while they were both married. If I were in his shoes, I'd feel like throwing up.
What did you just say?
Honestly, it's just plain gross. What on earth are all of you doing getting involved with each other while being married? I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
How do you even know about all this? It's not just about my son.
Believe me, I was just as shocked. When I noticed my husband acting suspiciously, I hired a detective. It turned out that everything was connected, and I found out about your situation too. But honestly, I intended to ignore it, at least until this incident happened.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't really care about what you were doing with your life. Frankly, it was none of my business, and I had no way of knowing how much Davis was aware of your actions. I was going to keep quiet about it.
Then why did you say anything?
Well, Davis was already exasperated with your behavior, and he said he was considering divorce. So I figured that telling you wouldn't change anything. Since I was at that point, I decided to tell you everything just to support Davis, who was on my side.
If I hadn't done this...
Right. You probably wouldn't have been asked for alimony, and you could have had a regular divorce. Scary how resentment works, right? I've been through a lot of pain because of you, so I think it's only fair that you feel some pain too.
You must be kidding. To try to ruin me for such a reason?
Ruin you? You're the one who's been thinking about men other than your husband. I think the problem lies with you, who did something you wanted to hide. So you'll be getting divorced and kicked out of the house. You've been a stay-at-home wife until now, but from now on, you'll have to work hard and live on your own. If you'd like, my husband and I can get divorced too, so we can help each other out. I'll be getting a hefty alimony for my divorce. I want nothing to do with a lousy man who betrays me for his pregnant wife while he thinks he can make me work.
Wait a minute. I get it now. We're both reflecting on our actions, so please forgive me for this incident. I won't treat you meanly from now on. We can all be a happy family, right?
Don't say it so casually. You could have put my life at serious risk here. And you think saying sorry will fix everything? You're the one who betrayed me, thinking you can just soak up the sweet stuff while I'm hurting. But do you have any idea how deep that wound is? Just saying I'm sorry won't heal it.
Please, I didn't expect this divorce to happen. I'm begging you. Can't you say something to help us out?
I've already told you that I think divorcing is the right decision. You've mistaken your position because people have been too kind to you. This incident should help you realize just how incompetent you are. Now, go ahead and fall into hell with your worthless son and reflect on your choices, you pathetic woman.
How could you say that to me after everything we've been through as a family?
You think being a family means ignoring betrayal? No, it means holding each other accountable for actions. You failed at that, and now you have to face the consequences.
You think this is easy for me? I didn't choose to be in this situation. I thought we were in this together.
Together? You thought this was about support? No, it's about truth. You've lied and betrayed, and now you're expecting sympathy? That's rich.
What about my sacrifices? Everything I've done for this family.
Sacrifices? Sacrifices for what? To enable your son to repeat your mistakes? No, I don't think so. It's time for you to face reality.
You have no idea what I've sacrificed. This isn't just about you and me. It's about our families.
And what about my family? Do you think I'm just going to sit back and let your actions destroy everything? No way.
This is all so unfair.
Unfair? Try to put yourself in my shoes for a moment. You think this is just about you? I'm the one left picking up the pieces.
I never intended for any of this to happen. I thought we were family.
Family doesn't betray family. That's the lesson you need to learn. You've caused this mess, and now you expect me to clean it up? No.
Please, I'm begging you.
You've begged enough. Actions have consequences, and it's time for you to deal with them.
I can't believe this is happening.
Believe it. This is your reality now. You've made your bed, now lie in it.
I never thought it would come to this.
Well, now you know. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee.
Can't we just sit down and talk this out? We might find some common ground if we just listen to each other.
Talk it out? What do you think we are, friends? You've betrayed my trust, and you want to sit down like nothing happened?
I'm not saying we should ignore it. I'm just suggesting that we find a way to move forward without further conflict.
Move forward? You've shattered trust. How do you expect to just move past this?
I understand, but we have a history. We can't just throw that all away.
History? You mean the history of deceit and betrayal? That's not something I want to build on.
It doesn't have to be like this. Can't you see that we both have made mistakes?
Mistakes? You call what you did a mistake? This isn't just a simple error. This is a betrayal that has real consequences.
I regret it. I truly do. Can't we find a way to make amends?
Amends? You think saying you're sorry is enough? It doesn't work that way. You have to face the fallout of your actions.
I understand that, but can't we just talk it through?
Talking won't change what you've done. I need time to process this, and you should too.
I'm willing to wait. I just don't want this to be the end of everything.
It's already changed everything. You need to accept that.
I will accept it, but I want to at least try to fix this.
Fix it? You've broken things beyond repair. The trust is gone. There is nothing left that you can do besides going and rotting in hell, Judith. Goodbye forever. Both Davis and I got divorced, and afterward, we completely severed all ties with each other. The two of us, who were thoroughly bewildered by our family over this matter, seemed to have been cut off from our relatives as well. Of course, My husband and Judith never once saw my child's face. Instead, I made sure to receive the appropriate alimony payments from them before completely cutting ties. I believe that these two, who cannot understand the pain of others, should learn by experiencing pain themselves. The divorce marked a significant turning point in my life, one that I had never expected. I remember the day we decided to end our marriage vividly. It felt surreal, as if I were watching a movie unfold rather than living through a personal crisis. Both Davis and I had invested so much into our relationship, and yet here we are, deciding to walk away from everything we had built together. The moments leading up to that decision were filled with tension and heartache. We had spent years trying to make things work, attending couples therapy and having countless discussions about our future. However, with each conversation, the realization grew stronger that our love had faded, replaced by resentment and misunderstanding. The emotional distance between us became insurmountable, leaving us both feeling lonely even when we were in the same room. After the divorce, we agreed that it would be best for both of us to cut off all contact. This decision was not easy, but it felt necessary. We had grown into different people, and the foundation of our relationship had crumbled under the weight of unmet expectations and unresolved issues. Severing ties seemed like the only way to allow ourselves to heal and to move on without the constant reminder of what we once had. In the aftermath, it became painfully evident how our decision had affected not only us, but also our families. They were invested in our lives, and the news of our divorce left them reeling. I could see the shock in their faces, the questions that hung in the air, and the disappointment that lingered. They had witnessed our journey as a couple, celebrating our milestones and supporting us through challenges. Now, they were faced with the reality that we were no longer a united front. Our families attempted to understand what had gone wrong, often asking questions that felt intrusive and painful. What happened? Why couldn't you work things out? Is there any way to fix this? These questions were a reminder of the heartbreak we had experienced, and I struggled to find the words to explain our situation without oversharing or delving into the painful details. I wanted to be honest, but I also wanted to protect myself and my child from the judgment and scrutiny that often come with a divorce. As time passed, the tension with our families only seemed to escalate. It felt as though we were both on trial, with our relatives dissecting our choices and emotions. In the end, it became clear that this fracture in our marriage had created a rift in our families as well. Relatives who once supported us began to distance themselves, unsure of how to navigate this new reality. I felt the weight of their disappointment, as if I had let them down by failing to uphold the ideals of marriage and the family they held dear. As we distanced ourselves from our families, I found solace in the thought that I was protecting my child from any unnecessary complications. I had no desire for my child to be caught in the crossfire of our divorce. I knew that introducing my child to Davis and Judith would only complicate matters further. I envisioned a future where my child could grow up without the emotional burden that often accompanies broken families. I made a firm decision. My child would not meet Davis and Judith. It wasn't out of spite, but rather a protective instinct. I wanted to create a nurturing environment where my child felt safe and secure. I wanted to shield them from the conflicts that could arise from a complicated family dynamic. This choice, while difficult, felt necessary to ensure that my child could thrive without the added weight of our adult issues. With the financial aspects of our separation resolved, I focused on moving forward. I ensured that I received the appropriate alimony payments, which allowed me to maintain a sense of independence. I was determined to provide for my child and create a stable life, free from the turmoil that had defined our past. The financial support was not just about money. It represented a commitment to my new path, a path where I was in control of my life and my future. As the days turned into weeks, I couldn't help but reflect on the emotional scars that lingered from the divorce. It was not just a matter of ending a marriage. It was about the loss of dreams and the hopes we had for our future. I grappled with feelings of sadness and anger, often wondering if I had made the right choices. The grief of letting go was heavy, and I found myself questioning everything: my decisions, my worth, and my ability to love again. Through it all, I recognized the importance of understanding pain. I believe that both Davis and Judith were unable to comprehend the hurt they had caused, as they seemed to live in their own world, blissfully unaware of the consequences of their actions. I felt a deep sense of frustration toward them. They had moved on with their lives, seemingly without a second thought about the emotional turmoil that enveloped me. I often thought that perhaps they needed to experience pain themselves to truly grasp the weight of their actions. I didn't wish them harm, but I wanted them to understand the complexities of human emotions. Pain has a way of teaching us invaluable lessons about empathy, kindness, and the fragility of relationships. I hope that one day they would face their own struggles, forcing them to confront the reality of their choices and the impact they have on others. The journey toward healing was not linear. It was filled with ups and downs. There were days when I felt strong and empowered, embracing my newfound independence. I explored interests that I had long neglected, rekindling old friendships and discovering new passions. I focused on self-care, understanding that healing takes time and that it was okay to grieve the loss of my marriage. In contrast, there were also days when the weight of loneliness felt unbearable. The silence in my home could be deafening, and I missed the companionship that had once brought me joy. I felt like I was on an emotional roller coaster, with moments of hope followed by waves of sadness. I realized that I needed to allow myself to feel these emotions fully, to acknowledge the pain without judgment. Gradually, I found strength in vulnerability. I began to open up to friends who had supported me throughout this journey. Their understanding and compassion were a balm to my wounded heart. I cherished the moments we spent together, sharing laughter and creating new memories. Their presence reminded me that I was not alone in this process and that support could be found in unexpected places. As I began to embrace this new chapter in my life, I also focused on my child. My love for them was unwavering, and I wanted to ensure they felt secure and cherished. I was determined to create an environment where they could thrive, where love and understanding were the cornerstones of our lives. I made it a priority to instill values of empathy and kindness, teaching my child the importance of recognizing the emotions of others. I wanted to raise a compassionate individual who could understand and connect with people from all walks of life. I wanted my child to grow up knowing that it was okay to feel pain and to learn from it. I shared stories about resilience and the importance of understanding others' experiences. In retrospect, the divorce was a transformative experience. It forced me to confront my own beliefs about love, relationships, and self-worth. I learned to embrace my identity beyond being a wife and mother. I discovered the power of self-love and the importance of setting boundaries. The pain I had endured became a catalyst for growth. It taught me resilience, the ability to rise from the ashes and forge a new path. I emerged from the darkness with a clear understanding of who I was and what I wanted from life. I became determined to create a life filled with joy, purpose, and love, both for myself and my child. As I look back on my journey, I feel a sense of gratitude for the lessons learned. Each challenge shaped me into the person I am today. I now embrace my future with open arms, ready to face whatever comes my way. The road ahead is filled with possibilities, and I am excited to embark on this new adventure.
I'm going to eat out tonight as well because I can't stand the way that you smell. You have no choice but to eat on your own. No one wants to be around you.
Melanie, you're being very unreasonable and hurtful. I have feelings, you know. Please don't hurt me like this. Do you enjoy tormenting me every day?
I'm not tormenting you. I'm simply telling you the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. If you don't want me to look down on you, go find yourself a better job. I don't want to spend another minute with you if you're going to continue working as a construction worker. But I guess it's too late now. I'm sure it's not easy for a construction worker to change over to a different job.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're 40 now. It's not easy to find a new job at your age. I can't believe that I put up with you for 20 years. I should have left you sooner. Oh, I'm so ready to leave you for good.
How about you listen to what I have to say to you first? Don't make any rash decisions. You have it all wrong. I'm not a construction worker anymore. You haven't taken any interest in me these past few years. And you never listen to anything that I say to you. But as husband and wife, shouldn't we try to understand one another by talking to each other?
Do you still plan on staying married to me? Don't make me laugh.
We're still married and I consider you to be my wife. Why aren't you willing to put any effort into making our marriage work? I know that when I worked as a construction worker, I wasn't able to help out with the house or raise Lisa, but I've changed now. I'd like you to hear me out. And can you please stop avoiding me? We should have dinner together. We're family after all.
I hate being with you. I don't want to eat dinner with you. You need to understand that. I don't love you anymore, and I want you to leave me alone.
Lisa is going to go to university soon, which means that we'll have more time together, just the two of us. That's why I like to take the time to work on our marriage. I want to be happy with you again. I don't want to give up on us.
That totally grosses me out. I'm not interested in staying married to a loser like you.
What did I ever do to you to deserve this? You may not think that I'm rich, but I've been supporting you and Lisa financially all these years. Shouldn't you be more grateful?
You should know that Lisa doesn't want to continue living with you either.
That's because you tell her all these negative things about me. You've brainwashed her. I've been nothing but a great husband and father. You made fun of my job in front of Lisa. That's why she doesn't respect me. What's wrong with construction work anyway? If you had treated me with more respect, the things between Lisa and I wouldn't have gotten this bad.
Lisa was really embarrassed of the fact that her father was a construction worker. You know that?
Did she tell you that?
She didn't have to. I know how she feels. She's happy that I'm finally leaving you. I'm ending our marriage.
Are you serious about that?
I'll wait until Lisa graduates high school, but after that, you're on your own. So please don't try to stop me. I've made up my mind.
So you just gotta ignore my feelings then? You don't care that I still want to work on our marriage?
You should be happy that I bothered to make you breakfast. I'm not all that mean. But you have to know that I don't enjoy talking to you. You turn me off. I don't know why I married you in the first place. What was I thinking?
Do you have to be so cruel to me? If you're not willing to sit down and talk with me, I'm gonna have a chat with Lisa. She may be more understanding than you are.
Well, you shouldn't expect so much from her. Otherwise, you'll be let down. To us, you're like an old bank account. One that we won't be using anymore because we have no use for it.
Wow, you really don't hold back, do you? Fine, I get it now. Lisa, what time are you coming home tonight? I'll be waiting for you at home with dinner on the table. I'd like to catch up with you as we haven't had much time to talk to each other these days.
Why would I want to have dinner with you? I'd rather not eat if I have to choose between having dinner with you.
Why do you hate me so much? Was I a bad father to you? I know that your mother doesn't say nice things about me, but you shouldn't believe every word that comes out of her mouth. For one thing, she shouldn't look down on construction workers. I've worked really hard so that you two could have a happy life. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Not really. It was your choice to get married and have me. It's your responsibility as my father to take care of me. That doesn't make me love you, though. Mom taught me a good lesson, though. I know not to marry a man that doesn't make much money.
I'm gonna pay for university tuition. Shouldn't you be nicer to me?
I'm going to find another way to pay for university. I don't want to rely on you anymore. I want to cut all ties with you. I'm 18 now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I want Mom to divorce you and be happy again. If she marries her boyfriend, she can finally have the happy life she deserves.
Boyfriend? What the hell are you talking about?
Forget I said anything. Nothing. I'm busy now. I gotta go. Bye.
Let me ask you one last question. Are you saying that you no longer consider me to be your father?
I've never considered you to be my father. You just didn't know it, that's all.
What?
I've always thought that you were a loser. Never understood why Mom chose to marry you. I'm going to continue studying hard even when I go to university. I don't want to end scum like you. You didn't even go to high school. I'm embarrassed about the fact that you're so uneducated. Now that Mom is finally divorcing you, We're going to be strangers. Bye, asshole.
Thanks for letting me know how you really feel about me. I've now made the decision to divorce your mother just like she wants me to.
I need you to pack up your things and get ready to move out of the house. I was planning to wait until Lisa graduated high school, but we can't take it anymore. Since you know how we both feel, there's no need to play nice anymore. We want you out of the house as soon as possible.
Fine, if that's what you both want. But you should know that I was the one that bought this house and it's under my name.
But Lisa and I will be living here, just the two of us from now on. How about you just give up the house? You're single now. You don't need this much space. I'll be sending you the divorce papers soon.
I don't intend to fight back. I'll move out of the house just like you want me to. I'm still mad at you for the fact that you didn't give me the chance to talk about my side of the story though. But whatever, it's over between us. I'm sure you'll come to regret your decision.
As if. This is the happiest moment of my life. I should have left you sooner. Don't know why I waited so long. The only thing I ask of you now is that you pay for Lisa's university tuition.
Yes, well, I'm gonna contact the movers now so that I can move out as quickly as possible. I considered you and Lisa to be my precious family, but not anymore. I can't believe that I felt that way about you two. You didn't deserve my love.
Yes, whatever. We don't care. Please don't get in touch with us anymore.
I won't. You'll just regret kicking me out of the house though, I can tell you that. But you both deserve whatever punishment comes your way. Bye now.
You said you were moving out today, right? How long is it going to take for you to move out? When are you going to leave the house? Could you please hurry? I want to change the locks.
Why are you so desperate? I'm starting to pity you.
Why would you say such a thing? I couldn't be happier to have you out of the house. I've already filed the divorce papers. I can't wait for this to be all over.
I'm just waiting for someone to come pick me up. I'll be out your hair soon.
Who's coming to pick you up? You should see yourself out. We don't want to spend a minute more with you under the same roof.
My limo's here. I'm out of here.
What the hell? A limo?
Do you see it? I'm off to a board meeting and tonight I'm moving into a high-rise condo.
I don't get it. What's going on?
I'm moving out, just like you wanted me to. My driver came to pick me up so that I wouldn't be late for my meeting. I just wanted you to witness that since you've been making fun of me for such a long time. I'm going now.
Wait, explain to me what's going on.
Why should I? We're no longer family. I don't have an obligation to tell you. You didn't have to listen to me anymore. That's what you always wanted.
But I want to know. Tell me, why do you have a limo and a driver? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't need to make sense to you. You had many opportunities to sit down and listen to me, but you chose not to. It's too late now. You don't need to know.
No what? What are you hiding from me?
You assumed that I was a construction worker all these years, but I wasn't. I started my own company and I'm my own boss now. I'm very successful, you know.
What company? How did I not know this?
I'm now the CEO of a fairly large construction company.
You've got to be kidding me. Don't lie to me. You're not capable of running a successful business. I know it.
I don't care what you think of me anymore. But you're obviously intrigued. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking me so many questions. And after seeing my limo, you're worried that what I said might be true.
Is it true, though? Are you really a CEO?
I started my own company a few years ago. And things are going really well for me. And I've diversified the business quite a bit. I'm so successful that I have my own driver that picks me up for work in a limo every day.
I bet you're lying. I only saw the limo once. You could have just rented one to try and make me jealous.
I usually ask my driver to park away from the house because I didn't want the car to be in the way of our neighbors. And up until today, I didn't want my driver knowing the exact location of my house. But since I'm moving out now, I asked my driver to come all the way to the house.
I still don't believe you. Are you really some big shot?
Yes, I am. You always look down on me, but the people that I work with all look up to me. You assumed that I didn't make much money, but you were wrong.
I guess I wasn't interested in you enough to care.
Well, you should have noticed. I put more than enough money into our bank accounts, and I let you buy anything you want with your credit card. You should have been more grateful. You shouldn't make assumptions about someone's profession without getting to know what they do. I'm really disappointed in both you and Lisa.
I had no idea you made so much money. Why didn't you tell us?
I did many times, you just weren't listening to me.
Really? Because I don't remember.
A few years back, I told you that I was starting my own company, but you laughed in my face. That was 8 years ago. I realized that you had no interest whatsoever in my life, so I stopped telling you these things. But don't worry, I won't sue, ask you to pay me alimony for cheating on me.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. Don't ever show your face in front of me ever again. Lisa is now 18 years old, which means I don't have an obligation to pay child support. I paid off our mortgage, so there really is nothing left for me to do. Now, leave me alone.
I had no idea you did so much for Lisa and I.
Also, your good-looking boyfriend who claims to be a successful businessman is a con artist, so you should be careful.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
When I found out that you were cheating on me, I hired a private investigator to look into your boyfriend. I could have asked you to pay me alimony for cheating on me, but I felt sorry for you seeing that you were dating a con artist. Besides, you're gonna need to hold on to your money now that we're divorced. I don't intend on supporting you financially ever again. Bye.
There's too much information here. I'm confused. My boyfriend is a con artist?
But if you love him anyway, I won't stop you. You're single now. You can do whatever you like. We should each enjoy the remainder of our lives.
Oh, wait. I think we need to talk.
It's too late to talk now. It's over. We're divorced, and I don't want to see you ever again. You finally got rid of me. Aren't you happy? Later, bitch!
In the end, Melanie got what she deserved. Her husband, Ted, didn't want anything to do with her anymore after how she had mistreated him all these years. She had no idea that Ted was a successful CEO, running multiple businesses. Melanie had intended on getting her boyfriend to help out with Lisa's university tuition. But since he turned out to be a con artist, things didn't go as planned. It turned out that the boyfriend had used all of Melanie's savings, and Melanie and Lisa were forced to live a life of frugality. Lisa may not even be able to go to university as planned because her mother could no longer afford it. If only the two of them had appreciated Ted's efforts more.
Hey, Grant. I would really like to speak to you if you've got a chance to talk. To me, you seemed a bit off yesterday. It was kind of odd. I just wanted to know if everything's okay. Did something happen? You aren't getting sick or anything, are you? Or is there something that I did to make you act the way you did?
Oh my god, Aaron, would you seriously just shut up for once in your life? The bombarding of messages is super annoying.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm just trying to get you to talk to me. What's so wrong with that? Why are you acting so angry towards me all of a sudden? What did I do to make you feel like this? We literally just got married 3 days ago. You weren't feeling like this on our wedding day. What's the matter, Grant?
I guess I wasn't feeling like this that day, but I am right now. Who would want to see me behave like this? No one would, especially in front of our relatives and colleagues, right? That's why I had a smile and kept calm the entire time through our wedding ceremony.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking all these questions, because I know that your attitude has changed, and it's not good. So are you going to tell me what's going on?
Would you shut up, Aaron? I'm so tired of all these questions and talking to you, to be honest. So you need to be quiet before I make you.
But you've been completely ignoring me since the wedding finished up the other day. If you're going to continue ignoring me, I want to know why right now.
Look, I don't have a reason for it. I just want you to keep quiet so I can have some peace. You're being quite annoying with all this talk. Don't you realize that just because we're married doesn't mean that everything belongs to you? Or that you need to know anything and everything? I need my time and space as well.
I know that, and I'm not complaining about that at all. You've just been so kind to me up until recently, so I wanted to see what is influencing you to be so angry. I just want to know why you're feeling the way you do. Is that not a fair question to ask?
Don't you get that this is my true self? This is actually how I truly act towards everybody.
Huh? Really? Is that so? I don't know whether to believe you or not. So why have you been so fake since I first met you? Why would you act so kind if you're saying this is how you truly feel?
Well, I guess it was going to come out sooner or later, so you would have found out eventually. Whatever. None of this matters now. So if you can just stop always asking unnecessary questions. I'm sick of it. We're married now. Get used to it.
Unnecessary questions? But I'm your wife. I should be allowed to ask you anything. Okay, I quit my job because you asked me to become a housewife. Would you please at least tell me your living expenses as you promised you would? At the wedding, I told you that from now on, I would deal with the household finances, as you said that I was the one who was going to be at home a lot of the time. There's nothing wrong with asking you for your finances now, is there?
Well, in that regard, you need to be more flexible when it comes to my finances. You need to do better.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Do better? Be flexible with you? What am I supposed to do then if I can't get your financial details?
You should know what you're doing. You're my wife, but you don't even know how to budget properly? What does your existence even mean then? I'm so embarrassed of your existence right now. You're a bit useless, aren't you?
Come on, don't treat me like this, okay? Could you please come back home soon so that we can discuss these things like adults? We really need to sit down and have a face-to-face conversation.
Shut up, Aaron! I'm so tired of this crap. Just be quiet! It feels like you're not giving me freedom, and I'm so sick of it!
That's not what I'm meaning at all! I don't understand what you mean. I'm so confused by your behavior right now. Grant, I'm telling you that you've not paid me for your part of the living expenses yet. You've continued to ignore me for almost 2 months since our wedding day. I don't get why you'd treat me like this. I've got to pay for living expenses too. You're not the only one. I really just want to talk to you about things. Is that such a difficult thing to ask of my husband?
Shut up, Aaron! I'm so sick of all your talk. It's so frustrating to deal with.
Even if people think I'm loud or noisy, at least what I'm saying is the truth. I want to talk to you. You're being completely unfair. You're always telling me to shut up or be quiet when I don't want to hear that. I want an explanation to why you won't tell me the reason to not talking to me. So, are you going to tell me?
I'm tired from having to work so hard. Why do you always make me feel so bad about everything? I'm tired, so I need you to be quiet around me.
I'm asking all this now because I've stayed silent when you've told me to, but I've had enough. You've continued to ignore me for the past 2 months. I can't keep silent any longer. I want you to talk to me, Grant. We're a couple. We should be able to have adult conversations. I think it's weird for people in a romantic relationship to completely ignore each other. It's rather weird, actually.
What are you saying stuff like this to me for? Do you want to be physical with me or something?
I didn't even say that, though. I don't even feel like that anymore after the way you've been ignoring me.
Well, the feeling's mutual, Aaron. But since we're bound by a marriage certificate, you're unfortunately my wife. A wife's just the same as a slave. I don't need for you to say anything, and just do what I tell you to do. That's why I get so angry whenever you try to talk to me, like you're somehow my equal. You should know your position in a marriage.
So, I'm just a slave to you. That I should know my position as your wife? I really don't understand, but I can finally see what you've been thinking for these past couple of months.
Well, what do you even want from me, slave? I told you what I've been thinking. You happy now?
To be honest, I was looking for a normal married life to a man who loved me for me. But I guess I was searching in vain. I guess I should stop wasting my energy on that idea. I'll just give up.
I'm not gonna get all clingy with you just because we're married. That's not how I work at all. I'm tired from working, so please, don't contact me again.
Right, okay. If that's what you wish for, Grant, I won't contact you.
I mean it. I'll be so angry if I hear from you. Don't contact me again.
Okay then. I'll do as you say, Grant. But it'll be too late if you start to regret what you said or doing this. Because you've already said it. You can't take back what you said to me, alright? Please start taking responsibility for the things you say to me and how you treat others.
What the heck are you talking about? I've never had any regrets in life. Why have you started talking so viciously towards me? That's another good reason not to talk to you. Don't you understand what I want? Stop talking. Don't contact me.
If you say so, Grant. Just telling you that this is the end of your speech to me.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. I guess I'll leave you to it. Excuse me while I go and run some errands.
Hey, Aaron! You need to answer me when I'm talking to you! You need to get home early today! Do you hear me? And you need to make us dinner as well, alright? For the first time in quite a while, I feel like relaxing at home. Do you want to watch a movie or something when I get home?
What the heck, Grant? What makes you think you can ask those things of me? Are you for real?
Well, recently you've not been making any food for me. You used to cook a lot before we got married. You're not slacking off, are you, Aaron?
What are you talking about? I made you dinner every day for the first month and waited for you to come home from work. But there were so many times when you didn't come home without even contacting me. I just stopped making food for you. You seemed to turn into such a jerk. So I didn't bother doing any cooking.
Excuse me? What did you just call me? How dare you call me something like that? Don't you realize that I'm trying to give you time to talk? Because that's what you wanted? Don't you think it's fine to behave like this?
But then you contact me like nothing bad has happened between us. You only do this on days when you're in a really good mood. It's so exhausting going back and forth. You can't just wait to message me and boss me around, such as making me cook you food when you don't even appreciate me as a person.
What the heck are you talking about? I'm not like that at all towards you.
Are you kidding me right now? This is too little too late. I'm sorry.
What's too little too late? I don't get what you mean. Have you already eaten dinner without me or something?
Do I really have to explain how what you've been saying to me is cruel? No, I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Okay. Then how about you make me some food, as well as for yourself? Don't you have some free time on your hands anyway?
I literally just finished work, Grant. I won't be able to get home early and cook dinner. In fact, I was already planning to go home, but there's not much in the house at the moment.
Huh? I'm confused. What are you talking about? What did you just say before? Am I missing something here? This doesn't make sense. Why do you have a job when you're supposed to be a stay-at-home wife?
I first started working about 2 months ago when I gave up having any sort of relationship with you. I found myself a new home and a new job to occupy my mind. I'm just in the process of moving into my new house, actually. I wanted to move into my new place using my maiden name. So if you'd be so kind in getting a divorce from me, that'll be great, and we can just let each other go.
Wait, what? Just back it up for a second, alright? What are you saying? Why are you saying all this? Huh? You want a divorce from me? What did I even do to you?
Did you read my previous message? I just want to get a divorce from you. I want to, or rather, I will do that. I don't get why you're being like this towards me. I just want this over and done with. My feelings will never change about this. What you're wanting from me right now is too late. You should have been kinder towards me so that we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean I'm already too late? We just got married not so long ago, Aaron. Why would you want this?
For 3 months, you either completely ignored my presence or you insulted me all the time through messaging. I couldn't even pay for some of the living expenses because you wouldn't communicate with me. I honestly regret marrying you, especially after seeing what you're truly like.
Why are you even mentioning regret? There's no need for you to say things like that. Come on, it's been 3 months already. You need to forget that. It's really just a matter of circumstances, isn't it? It was just about time for me to face you and discuss things anyway. I was almost there with you. Come on, give me some credit here.
Oh, were you now? Do you really think it's going to change my feelings about you? It's just too late, Grant. I've been telling myself that I'm done with this relationship and I'm not changing my mind. Of course I had no intention in talking to you today, actually. All you wanted to hear is me saying yes to me cooking for you, didn't you? There's no way I'm going to do that for you anymore.
But Aaron, don't be like that. Don't say those sorts of things when you don't mean it. I don't get why you'd say that to me. You're not this kind of person. Why have your feelings suddenly changed? Is it because there's another man involved? Is that it? If that's the case, I'll never forgive you for betraying me. I'll take all the money you owe me for your infidelity.
Okay, would you quit it? I'm not going to tell you anything because it's a waste of time as you tell me to shut up and have a complaint to everything I say. No matter how much you try and investigate me, you'll never find any evidence of any infidelity. After all, I'm not the one who's cheating on you.
Are you serious? Is that actually true? Then why are you working and buying a new house? I don't understand.
Because I'm done with all of your crap. I've been completely ignoring you until now, but when I try to speak about divorcing you, I get really anxious. It's so lame that I don't even know why I get like that when I want out of this relationship. I've already filed the divorce papers at the courthouse, and I feel like such an idiot for having married you.
How could you say something like that to me? Don't be so rude. You're not the type of person to say such cruel things to someone, Aaron. Bring the old Aaron back. She was so much nicer and kinder. Then once she's back, we can get this marriage back on track.
Are you for real? What you're saying is making no sense to me. What old Aaron are you talking about? I'm not doing anything to change who I am for you since you're still continuing to be so arrogant towards me. There's no way that I want to start over with you again. I've run out of love for my ignorant and selfish husband. I've got no intention of dealing with you in the future. But I now know why you've been acting so strange and standoffish towards me.
Huh? What are you talking about? What could you possibly know?
Don't play dumb with me now, Grant. I know everything that's been going on.
Now, just hold on a minute. What do you mean by you know everything? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, the reason why you wouldn't give me your living expenses was simply because you didn't have the money to pay for them. Am I right?
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Aaron. You're just making it so difficult to communicate with you.
You know that's not true. If you don't get what I'm talking about, that's okay because I already know. The reason's because you didn't have the means to pay me for living expenses. That's the simple answer. You couldn't give it to me, so now you've left me with no choice, right? It's time to be brave and speak the truth so I don't get suspicious of you, Grant. Weren't you ignoring me so you'd stop yourself from messing up?
How the heck do you know anything about that? I've been keeping it to myself this entire time. Who told you what's going on with me? Where did you hear it from? Did you hire a private detective to follow me or something?
I didn't hire anyone to follow you. I just knew everything you were doing. You just seem to be spending your living expenses on gambling. It seems you're in a bit of debt as well. You used excuses like you were busy at work, that you needed a break and all those things. But after all that, you just seem to be going to the casino, right? But you've been trying to desperately get back the money you lost gambling. Wasn't that what you were concentrating on? So I wouldn't suspect anything, right?
What's with the way you're talking to me? How dare you? You're just desperate to put me down. Before I got married to you, I'd stopped gambling. But I got really excited at the wedding ceremony as there was a slot machine near the venue. I accidentally wasted all our wedding money on a slot machine.
This has got to be some sort of sick joke, right? You lost the money we got from our guests?
That's why I didn't want to talk to you, because I thought I would spill all the horrible truths. I thought it would be lame of me to ask for help. I thought I could somehow earn the money from the slot machine again and get the money back that was for us.
You used 3 months' worth of salary to get back the money you lost? Are you serious?
That's right. But I didn't mean to do what I did. I need to support you somehow after you became a housewife for me. I thought a lot about what to do. This was just a result of my own stupid thinking!
Oh, is that what happened? Well, I guess you tried your best to fix what you broke. But to no avail, of course. But you still decided to marry me anyway, even though you've got a serious gambling issue and lied through your teeth about it. Because we share the same name, that means that whatever debt you build up falls on me as well. I'm not going to let that happen to me when I've done nothing wrong. I'm consulting a lawyer about this.
No, wait, you can't do that! You're going to hire a lawyer? But why? I don't understand. I thought you'd help me out.
Because you stole money from our accounts and you borrowed that money without my permission as the guarantor. I'm going to sue you for stealing the money I worked hard for. It was a good chunk of my savings you took. I don't remember giving you my name to take the money out. I've got no intention of becoming a joint account holder with a scumbag like you. So I filed the divorce papers and left the house. But I don't think this will be enough, so I'm sure my lawyer will tell me what to do. Please talk through my lawyer from now on.
Just hold on a second, okay? You really just need to calm down and think this through. Don't make such hasty decisions. How come you're acting so cold towards me? We're supposed to be in love with each other, right? There's no need for our relationship as husband and wife to end this way. We're obviously in crisis mode at the moment, so we need to put our heads together and work out how to fix this.
There's no way I'm working things out together anymore. I refuse to do that.
You refuse? You can't just refuse to work this out. I'm your husband, remember? Don't be so horrible. I really need you right now so that we can fix the problems that have gotten us into.
Don't you get it, Grant? You were complete trash to begin with. I just didn't know about it until it was too late. Now I've got to do all these divorce matters. I wouldn't go to the extent of borrowing money to go gambling if something didn't go my way in my marriage. If I had known what you were like before we got married, I would never want to lay eyes on you again. This is a major factor as to why I want out of this marriage. But I can do all of this with the help of my lawyer.
But Aaron, you can't leave me! I love you so much! You can't leave someone who loves you! You can't just abandon me with all this debt! I need your help, please! You're the type of person that would help an abandoned animal on the street, so why won't you help me?
Don't you dare guilt trip me. But besides, the animal would be a billion times cuter than a scumbag like you, so I wouldn't mind helping it out. Well, I'm just going to leave the scumbag to deal with his own problems. Enjoy living in your own filth, Grant. Goodbye. Don't ever try to meet me face to face ever again, you piece of trash. Enjoy wasting your life away at the casino. After that, Erin immediately fast-tracked her divorce papers through the court system. Apparently, she moved away from her house as well. Grant was apparently approached by Erin's lawyer about his circumstances. He had to pay back all his gambling debts himself. He was also obligated to pay alimony to Erin for financially burdening her. It seems that he's running into more debt than ever before. Erin should have seen right through that scumbag's fake personality sooner so she could reveal his true nature to everyone. Although he regrets what he did, he seems relieved that he was able to get out of everything before it was too late. Erin learned a valuable lesson from this. That you should always get to know your partner well before you get married.
I heard you've become a paraplegic now. That sucks. Do your best from now on with rehab and things like that.
Hold on a second. Why are you acting so distant from me now, Tyler? It was your fault in the first place for the accident that's left me this way. You understand that, don't you?
I understand that, but I don't care either way.
You don't care about what you did to me? Huh? You were driving drunk and ended up putting me in this terrible situation, and you're going to say things like that about it? What you've done is not something I'm going to let go of. You should at least be at the hospital with me right now. Can you tell me why you're not at my side? Where even are you right now?
I've left the house already. I'll let you have that crappy house. Ain't that great?
What do you mean you've left our house? And you're giving it to me? That house has belonged to my family for generations, so you're not giving me crap.
Is that so? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm out of there already. I left you the divorce paper there to work on when you get out. Make sure to have it handed in as soon as possible.
Huh?
But make sure not to say anything about me driving drunk, okay? You allowed me to drive the car drunk, so we'd both be in hot water at that point.
I tried to stop you, but you never listened to me and kept saying that everything would be okay.
Now, what is all of this about you leaving the house and wanting a divorce from me?
I'm getting a divorce from you, Vicky. Should have known that the moment you found out you couldn't move your legs.
Huh? You're serious about that? There's no way you'd actually want to leave me, right? You think you're going to just leave me now that I can't walk by getting a divorce?
That's exactly it. I'm not gonna stay with someone who can't move around anymore.
Isn't that kind of screwed up though? Especially when this happened to me because of you.
And so what? You and I are still young, right? And I'm not going to throw away the rest of my life having to take care of a paraplegic.
I never said you had to take care of me forever though.
But I'll have to, right? You can't even stand up anymore, let alone get anywhere without someone helping you. I want to be married to a normal person, okay? I can't even begin to think of what life I'd have to be pushing your wheelchair around forever. Even having to be married to a cripple is impossible. So we're getting a divorce, please. That's fine, right?
I'm without words because of what I've heard come out of your mouth. After causing me to become paralyzed from the waist down due to your own negligence, you're going to ask me to get a divorce now? And your reason for that is because I can't walk now? There's just no way someone would do that or even could.
Say whatever you'd like about it. This is all going to be impossible for me, having to stay with a woman like you. So can't you spare me from having to waste the rest of my life with you?
Waste the rest of your life? You just ruined a large part of my life and you're going to say something like that? Do you really think you're the victim right now, Tyler? This is so screwed up that I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm fine with a divorce now, but don't ever dare come around me after this ever again.
Why would I? There's no reason for me to. Now, you have a good one, and I hope you can get better soon. If you can start walking again, that would be perfect. Well, that won't ever happen though. They said that you'd never be able to walk again, right? So your best bet now is to become a pro at using that wheelchair. See ya.
This is all so bad that I'm not even going to read your messages anymore. I really messed up by marrying you. Goodbye forever and never come around me again.
I can't believe that I'd meet you somewhere like here. Don't tell me that this whole time you've been trying to stalk me.
I would never and never say something that disgusting about me. I have never wanted to meet with you after you divorced me 5 years ago, okay?
Then why are you here at this company's founding party? This is not the kind of place a woman of your likes should be at.
What do you mean by a woman of my likes? What kind of saying is that anyways?
I'm sure you have an idea of what I meant by that. This is not the place for you to come to. Well, it doesn't matter to me anyway because after leaving you, my life has become so much more amazing.
Huh? More amazing, huh?
I was able to land a job within this brand new company. And right now, I'm going to be going from a simple man to an elite because of it. And this is all because of me divorcing you and getting remarried to someone that allowed me to get to this point.
I love seeing that you're so happy to be here and are willing to talk down to me because of it. But this will be the only time you feel this happy.
Huh? Why are you acting like you know anything about me? Maybe you do because you've been trying to stalk me this whole time. I'll act as though this was all a coincidence as long as you get out of here right now.
Why do you think that this was all a coincidence?
Because there should be no other way that you knew I would be here, right? And I don't want to believe that you're stalking me now. So look around and see how nobody here wants you at this party. Now go! And just to reiterate, I'm so happy that I divorced you. And getting into that accident was like a gift from God, giving me the chance to escape you.
Huh? What are you saying after causing someone to become crippled?
Well, I know I screwed up your life a little. But because of that, I was able to find a wife that's far superior to you. And it's because of her that I've been employed within this company. I'm living my best life right now.
You have no right to be that happy. I was getting so close to forgetting about our past. But now that I've had to run into you again, I've had to see just how much worse of a person you've become. And all of those painful memories are coming back to me.
It was the right choice getting away from a cripple. I was able to marry a beautiful woman, and she introduced me to what will soon be a very powerful company. I'm so freaking happy.
Well, welcome to my husband's company.
Huh?
I didn't come to this party to try and stalk you. I'm here because this company's CEO is my husband.
What are you going on about? Your husband's the CEO?
That's right. Is that a problem for you? I'm happy to see that he's going to be the boss of you. And if you wanted me to prove that he's your CEO, his name is Jeffrey Marcus.
You have to be kidding me right now. Why would he ever be willing to marry a defective woman like you?
How about you ask around about him and I? I'm sure that you wouldn't know anything about him yet since you're still new here, but I think everyone else here knows about him and I. About how the CEO's wife is in a wheelchair due to being a paraplegic. And that's the reason that he's worked so hard to become a CEO. That's the whole reason that this company works in the medical field with things like prosthetics and wheelchairs.
Huh? Then, hold on. Are you for real?
The woman that you've been talking down to and treating like an idiot is really the woman that's married to your CEO right now.
If that's the case, then I've messed up. You keep all that's happened between us a secret, okay? I'm still a little suspicious about you really being his wife, but please don't talk about us. Don't say a frickin' word. Don't take the career I've just gotten away from me.
Well, everything you've just asked for all is a waste. I'm going to make sure that everything you've done is known.
What the hell? Are you serious? Why would you want to do that to me?
Because I'm a good wife, and I never hide anything from my husband. He already knows about what you've done to me in the past, so... But I'm sure he never noticed that you had been hired to his company yet. So I'm going to have to make that known to him. Oh, I can't wait to see what he'll do to you.
Hold on a second, Vicky. You don't have to do that to me. I had just wanted to see if you were really his wife. And I can see that you are. I think that's pretty insane for you.
The CEO of this company that really loves his wife is going to be pissed. I think he's not only going to have you fired from the company, but he'll make sure that other companies are aware of who you are. I don't think you'll ever have another chance of seeing me again. And that's perfect.
That's not perfect. What are you talking about? Don't say such needless things to the CEO, okay? I've finally been given the chance to work for a huge company like this.
Well, I just told him.
Huh?
He seems to have a little time to talk, so I spoke to him about this. And he blew up when I said things about this. Just as I expected he would.
You're lying, right? What?
He told me he's going to take everything that's made your life worth living and throw it in the trash for you. I can't wait to hear about what'll be happening with you next.
Wait, Vicky, can you please slow this down a little? I was just told that I might be fired and was just removed from the party.
If you're going to try and fix it all for this, it's far too late for you. I think this will go just like I said, where you'll be fired from your job soon. And then you'll probably never be able to work a decent job in this city ever again.
I have no idea what's going on. What are they all talking about?
He's telling everyone about who exactly you are and what you did to me. And don't even bother trying to work the night shift at any of the gas stations around either. My husband is going to make sure that no matter who you try to seek employment from here, they won't take you. Sucks to be you, right? You had only just found a wonderful job and all. But after this, you're going to find it very difficult to make any kind of money in this city.
But you're going too far by allowing all of this.
Could you think about what you've done to me?
What are you talking about, Vicky? What did I do?
You're that far gone then, huh? You had been driving drunk, and with me in the passenger seats got us into an accident that made me lose the ability to use both my legs.
I know about all of that, and I feel a little bad for that.
Well, when you think about who's been going too far with things, look at yourself. And think about your wife for a second.
What are you talking about now? She has nothing to do with this.
Your wife is the senior director's daughter, right? After him and my husband had a talk just a bit ago, the air between them just changed. Did you never tell any of them about what you've done?
Huh? He's the senior director.
I think he's going to have to take responsibility for what you've done and will also be fired if you don't do something. I'm sure you're going to be hated by your wife for this, but good luck.
They have nothing to do with this, though. He's just my father-in-law. He was never even around when everything went down 5 years ago. Asking for him to be fired as well is literally going way too far. Stop it!
Going way too far is all you can say now about what I'm doing. But the only person that took things too far was you after you found out I was paralyzed. And besides, I'm not going to listen to you asking me to stop. My husband is the one that's taking care of all of this, so telling me to stop isn't going to get you anywhere.
But he's your husband, so you can go and tell him to stop all of this. And it's all your fault that this is happening to me.
Really? My fault for all of this? Even though you're the one that's let all of this build up over time? Ha!
Please, can you just look past what I've said today? We could both just act like this never happened and never have to see each other anymore. I had gone through so many hardships to get here, and after finding a wife to help me find this job, I've been living a wonderful life. If I'm going to get fired after this, then all of that would have been for nothing and I'll lose everything I've earned.
Why are you continuing to talk about how hard life's been for you until you got that job when you left me to fend for myself after paralyzing me? You literally called me such terrible things back then and told me that you wanted a divorce only because you wanted a wife that was normal? Do you really think that after doing all of that to me, I was going to let any of this go?
I'm sorry about what I said to you today. I had a few drinks and all, so maybe I was a little too forward with you about what I thought. I never meant to make you remember what happened back then, and I really just wanted to say hi to you.
Well, it's too late now. You're finally going to have to pay for taking my ability to walk freely away.
I didn't ruin your life or anything. That was all due to the accident we got in.
Even if it was an accident, you had been drinking a lot that night and still chose to drive after all my warnings. We had slammed into the light post going 50 miles per hour down that road, and all I remember was that you were outside the car passed out, and I was in the seat slumped over with no feeling past my waist. Such a terrible memory. And it's because of you causing that crash that I'm bound to this wheelchair. The worst thing is that the days after that crash were the worst because you called me horrible things and continued to tell me that you never wanted to care for me. And it wasn't even a week before you had already divorced me and vanished.
Hey, I was young back then and didn't know any better. I didn't know the right things to say back then, and that's why I seemed so cold. Now that I've grown up and know that I've done was wrong, please understand me.
You've grown up? Huh. After what you said to me today, I understand you completely. You haven't learned a single thing since the accident you caused, and you don't plan to.
Please believe what I've said.
I told you that I'd never let any of that go. But I'm sure you even forgot about me saying that back then.
But there's no benefit to tearing me down like this, right? I told you that I messed up. So please, tell your husband, my CEO, all about all of this. Are you happy to see me suffering right now?
Tyler, you know very well that I'm loving every second of this. You try to take my happiness in life away, but hey, I'm actually very grateful for the life I have right now. But even now, I still remember everything that you did to me then, things you said to me then. So now, get ready to enjoy what will be living hell after this. Isn't it great that you ended up divorcing me? But I'm sure you'll find out that it's not great. Rather, it's horrible that you divorced me.
After that, Tyler was fired from his newly acquired position, and the senior director was also fired for his role he played in hiring him. And after finding out about this, Tyler's wife was furious to hear his past caused her dad to get fired and asked that he divorce her for that. And I don't blame her one bit since he never told either one of them about what he did to me. He really did end up causing troubles for more people than just me, and now he's really going to be buried deep for that. And once that had all happened, Tyler got to experience even more of what Vicky said would happen to him, and he wasn't able to find a single place that would hire him. And since he had nowhere to work in the city, he was forced to move away. Nobody around me has a clue where he moved away to, but I'm sure that wherever he is now, he should be working his butt off trying to start fresh. As for Vicky, she is still being loved by her husband still, and the two of them are living in a romantic life together. Seems that getting that divorce back then was much better for Vicky than it was for Tyler.
Hey, Ginny. Are you there? You better answer me right now. Don't you know who this is? It's me, Paul. Hurry up and answer me, right now!
Paul, what the heck is this all about? Just what do you think you're doing talking to me like that, huh?
Well, I should be asking you the same thing, Ginny. What kind of way is that to talk to your husband when he just wants to talk to you, huh? You really need to learn your place. Do you know that? One of these days, that mouth of yours is going to get you in trouble.
First of all, you are not my husband, Paul. You and I are divorced now, so you don't get to call yourself that or talk to me like that. Do you understand me? We got divorced 3 years ago, and it's high time that you accept that and quit talking to me like this. Even if we were married, it still wouldn't be a good way to talk to your wife.
Oh, please. You really think that you can talk to me like this when you hardly do any work around the house? All you do is complain about being tired to get out of doing work, but somehow I'm supposed to be the bad guy here? Besides, I'll have you know that unlike when you and I were married, I'm loving being married to your little sister, Debbie. She's much kinder to me than you ever were. Also, you should know that she's just a better wife than you ever could be. And that's why the two of us got married after I was promoted to the head of my department. I need a wife of equal standing with my new position. And that's why I left you for her.
What are you talking about? Don't act as if that's why you left me for my sister. Besides, I heard that you were only promoted to that position last month. Isn't that right? It certainly took you long enough to get there, didn't it? Well, fine. Big congratulations from me. Is that what you wanted to hear?
That's right. I did take a long time, but all of my hard work finally paid off, and my company has finally recognized all that I've given to them. And just how did you find out that I was promoted anyways, huh? Have you been talking to people about me or something like that? Still trying to keep up with my life?
You wish that I had any interest in what was going on with you anymore. But unfortunately, one of the worst side effects of being your ex-wife is that everyone wants to talk to me about what you're up to. So I just happened to hear through the grapevine about your little promotion, if you must know. Although I really have no idea what your company was thinking. You must put on quite the different face for them there.
There we go. I knew that you were just jealous of me. You don't like it when anything good happens to me, and you never have. You really are just a mean, jealous woman, aren't you? Hey, what the heck is the matter with you, huh? Don't you ignore me! How dare you do that to me? Just who do you think you are? You don't get to do that. We weren't through talking. You answer me right now. I am not going to sit here and take this from you.
What do you want from me, Paul? Why on earth would I talk to you about this? What is there even to talk about? I have nothing to say to you. You and I haven't talked to each other for all the 3 years since you and I got the divorce. Did you really just break that nice, quiet, peaceful streak to brag about your promotion to me?
Of course that isn't all I wanted to talk to you about. The truth is that something has happened to your sister's back. She's not doing so well.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean that something has happened to my sister's back? What happened? And what do you mean that she isn't doing so well? I don't get what you're trying to say with that.
I mean that something has happened to her lower back, and now she's having serious problems being able to move around. Does that make enough sense to you? She's actually in the hospital being looked at right now, but she can't even leave the house or her hospital without help moving around now. It really is tough seeing her this way. Things are really, really bad right now.
I see. Well, I didn't know that was going on with Debbie. This is the first that I'm hearing about it right now. Prior to this, I had no idea that she was having back problems and had trouble moving.
Well, that's what's happening now. She's having back problems and having serious mobility issues. So that's why I'm making her your problem and not mine.
What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean that you were making her my problem and not yours? What is meant by that? Please explain what those words in that order is supposed to convey to me, Paul.
What are you talking about? Do you really need me to spell out the meaning of those words that I just sent you in text form? Do you really need me to explain to you what I was trying to tell you with that message? What I'm saying is that it's obvious that your sister is better than you in everything, right? Surely we can agree on that first. And I think we can also agree that your sister has done a much better job of making me happy as my wife than you ever did when you and I were married. And so anyways, she's gonna be your problem, because you're going to donate part of your body to help cure her now, okay?
Excuse me? You think that I'm going to donate part of my body to my sister? And just when did you decide that for me, huh? Because this is the first that I'm hearing about any of this.
Well, it's not like I even wanted to come to you to make you do this or anything, but the doctors are saying that the donor has to come from the same family. So I don't know who else could do this but you. Come on. Your sister can barely even move now, and you're really going to get hung up on being a donor for her? I mean, are you really going to let what happened between you and us in the past affect her health in the present?
I'm sorry, but I really have no idea what you are going on about at all right now, Paul. I mean, I don't even have a sister, so...
What in the world are you talking about? You know that saying something like that isn't going to just make it come true through magic or anything, right? Are you seriously just going to let one of your family members suffer like this? You're being so selfish right now. I can't believe you.
Well, I haven't really heard anything about any of this from my sister. So until I hear it from her, I have no intention of just going along with whatever you have to tell me.
So you're really just going to let your sister go on suffering like this then? How could you do something like this? You know that you're both family.
Well, it doesn't sound like Debbie needs me. Otherwise, she would certainly have called on me already, right? So if she needs my spinal fluid or whatever, I don't care. I don't plan on sparing an ounce of my body for her.
Oh, come on! So you're really fine just letting your poor little sister go on like this? How can you be so cruel right now? I've never met someone so heartless!
Well, then you had better stop wasting your time trying to ask me for these kinds of favors, Paul. Especially since it's all your fault that I'm about to get really, really busy now. So just leave me alone and let me concentrate.
What does that even mean? No, I mean seriously, what do those words that you just texted me even mean? I don't get it. What do you mean, because of me, things are going to get busier for you? I don't understand what it is you mean by that. What do you mean that I'm going to make things even more busy for you?
I suppose it really is just better if you don't know what I am talking about now that I think about it.
I don't get what you mean by that. What are you talking about? I just wanted to talk to you about being a donor for your little sister, and now you're going on about something else.
Well, I already told you that I'm not going to be donating anything to my little sister. Besides, I don't even know if there is going to be a surgery.
What are you talking about? Of course there's going to be surgery. How could you even try and say that there wouldn't be a surgery when you didn't even know about any of this until I came to tell you about your sister's health problems and how she's having trouble moving now?
Jenny, oh my gosh. I can't believe what you did. I mean, really? Just where do you get off, huh? Why would you do something like this to me? I thought I told you to never, ever tell our parents that I cheated with Paul and stole him from you. Why in the world did you have to go and tell them about what happened between the three of us now, after so much time had passed? It's all your fault that they won't talk to me even though I'm in the hospital right now. You are totally screwing me over right now.
Ah, Debbie. And here I was worrying that you would be too weak to even be able to respond to me since you were, as you said, in the hospital right now and trying to get a hold of people. But I think that you should be grateful to me instead. After all, I kept quiet to our mom and dad about how you and Paul had an affair and ran off to get married, didn't I?
I don't want to hear anything from you, you horrible, evil, no-good, backstabbing witch! If anyone should be getting pity right now, it's me. Don't you know that I'm in the hospital right now? Now, you are going to tell me right now why you waited this long to tell Mom and Dad about what Paul and I did that led you to getting divorced and us getting married, okay?
Well, that's just it. I think that you did something far worse to me than what you're going through right now. Besides, it's not like I lied to our parents or anything like that. All I told them was that you and my then husband Paul started to have an affair with each other. Then I explained how I found out that you two were seeing each other behind my back and that was why I was going to divorce Paul. Then I explained to Mom and Dad how after Paul and I got a divorce because I discovered him having an affair with you, that you two got married. Is that really so bad to tell our parents when I'm only telling them the truth about their children?
But, I mean, I didn't think that you were going to tell them that Paul and I were having an affair behind your back and that is the reason why the two of you decided to have a divorce after you discovered what was going on between Paul and I. I thought that you were going to keep it a secret from our family so that no one suspected anything bad about me. Especially not that I'm the kind of person to sleep with my sister's husband, thus leading them to break up so that I could then marry the very husband that I was having an affair with and who used to be married to my sister.
Well, that is why I said that you should be grateful that I had kept this a secret for so long. Because Mom and Dad were quite surprised to find out that you and Paul having an affair was the reason that we got our divorce, and that after Paul and I did get our divorce, that the two of you decided to get married.
But because you told Mom and Dad about me sleeping with Paul and your divorce and then me marrying Paul, now Mom and Dad aren't going to help me out with the money that I need to afford my surgery for my back. You are going to be the reason why I might not be able to get my surgery for my back that is preventing me from being able to move freely and is the reason why I'm in the hospital in the first place. But we're sisters! I thought that we were supposed to help each other. But instead, you had to go and betray me by telling Mom and Dad about how I slept with your husband behind your back and how that led to you and your husband getting a divorce, which then led to him and I getting married instead.
Well, I don't care how you see this situation because the fact of the matter is that you are not my sister.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean that I'm not your sister? Are our parents married or not? How can you say that you and I aren't sisters when we are part of the same family? That is what being sisters means.
No, the only reason that you think you can call me your sister is because our parents got married. But there is no other reason than that I should have any connection to you at all. We aren't even connected by blood, so I don't understand how you can say that we're family when that isn't even true. Not only are we not connected by blood, but no sister of mine would ever sleep with my husband, thus leading him and I to getting a divorce, and then after that, having the guts to marry that same husband. I remember when I found out about the two of you and first threatened to tell Mom and Dad that you and Paul were having an affair with each other behind my back. You told me to butt out, and that it didn't matter since we weren't really related, remember?
But, sure, I may not have wanted you to butt into my life when I was having that affair with Paul behind your back, but now I really, 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 really need you.
You really have got some nerve coming to me for help after you were sleeping with my husband behind my back, and then the two of you had the gall to get married after we got a divorce, and now you really think that I'll just give up part of my body to save yours? It just is not going to happen, okay?
Are you out of your mind? That just proves that you really do want to kill me. Don't you realize that this is going to make you a murderer? By not helping me, you're doing the same thing as killing me, got it? I mean it. If you don't donate what I need to fix my back, which is causing me health problems and is the reason why I'm in the hospital right now, then I could really die.
Hey, Ginny! What the heck is the matter with you? Are you seriously not going to help out your sister? The doctors figured out exactly what it is that's wrong with her. It's just a little bit of your spine, you know?
Well, I simply can't give her anything. I've already said this.
But you two are connected by blood! If you don't do this for her, then no one else can. The least you can do is have a doctor look at you to see if the transplant would be possible. Don't you want to save your little sister? We already asked your parents to get checked, and neither of them are going to be able to donate.
Well, I'm afraid that there really just isn't a point in asking me for help with this.
But don't you want your sister to live? I know that you two have issues, but you don't want her to die, right?
I'm sorry, but I don't intend to sacrifice myself for my sister. I don't care who it is, I just wouldn't do something like that. Especially not if they were my cheating sister and ex-husband asking for my help.
Hey, come on! There's no need to talk about us that way! That happened a long time ago!
You really are an idiot, do you know that? I wish that you would have just stayed in your small hometown and never left. But anyways, I am telling you that I just can't donate anything to my sister, so there's no point in even getting examined. Don't you know that I'm already donating my spinal fluid to my mom? I've been doing this since before we got married.
What are you talking about? I didn't know that you were giving that for your mom!
Well, why did you think I was going to the hospital so regularly? My mom also had back problems and needed a donor who would be compatible with her body. That's why I would go to the hospital to donate what I could to my mom. It was also why I was so tired around the house all the time and not able to clean well. But I know that I told you all about this. You can't say that you didn't know, just that you weren't listening.
So that's what all those hospital bills were about. I was always wondering about that.
I really am sick of having to deal with you. You only ever care about things that have to do with you.
What do you mean by that? It's not like I was never kind to you.
When I was feeling especially bad and bedridden with a fever, you were telling me to quit using the fever as an excuse to get out of doing my work. You berated me about how hard you work for us and how I never do anything and only care about myself. But you were the selfish one. I was just trying to rest in bed so that I could feel better and try to take care of the house.
But, I mean, how was I supposed to know that you were actually sick? Sure, you felt a little hot, but I thought that you just wanted to stay in bed all day and not do anything. Besides, I was only trying to help you. Everyone knows that a little light exercise can be good when you're sick.
You really think that I wanted to spend all day in bed hardly moving and feeling awful? I couldn't move because it was physically uncomfortable to. I was in real pain, Paul.
But, I mean, wait a second. Why am I even listening to this? This is clearly all an excuse that you just came up with right now. Just hand over your spine!
You really are an idiot, do you know that? I have no idea what I ever saw in you. But it's only thanks to the fact that Mom finally got treatment that I've been able to stop going into the hospital. Except now the doctors say that I've given so much to my mom that I really shouldn't be undergoing that procedure anymore at all. So even if I went into the hospital to get an exam to see if Debbie and I were compatible, it still wouldn't matter. The fact of the matter is that no doctor would approve of my donating anything to Debbie because of the risk it would pose to me.
So you're really going to try and use your own selfishness as an excuse to get out of saving your sister's life right now?
Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I will use my own medical condition to get out of a surgery, yes.
But then, why did you say any of this to begin with? If I had known that this was the case, I would have never asked you from the start!
You shouldn't have been coming to me asking for help in the first place, Paul. Besides, I would really start to worry about yourself, Paul. There are some big things coming your way, and soon you are going to be left with nothing. But don't worry, you'll only be getting what's coming to you. So good luck with that.
What the heck is that even supposed to mean? Don't you just leave after sending a message like that? I'm trying to talk to you here! Hey! Answer me right now! Ugh, you won't get away with this! What the heck is the matter with you, you evil woman? I know that you did this!
Oh my, I hope that you have a good reason for greeting with all this vitriol, Paul. This is no way to start a conversation with your ex-wife, you know.
Oh, shut up! I know that you did this! You're the one suing me, aren't you? I got your little court summons that you sent me. Are you seriously hiring a lawyer to use against me? You really have got some nerve. Do you know that?
Well, you see, in our state, it is perfectly legal for someone to sue another if they were at one-time spouses and an affair happened. So yes, I am suing you. Do you have any other questions for me?
Well, what is this with timing, huh? You know that your sister's in the hospital right now. Why would you kick us when Debbie and I are already down? Don't you think that's taking things way too far?
I'm sorry, but this lawsuit is entirely from your own doing. If you and my sister hadn't done what you had done, then this wouldn't be happening. Although I suppose I did wait until the mood struck me to actually carry out the lawsuit. I suppose I was just waiting for the right opportunity to present it to you.
And you thought that it was okay to do this while your sister's suffering in a hospital?
And why should I show any mercy to you cheaters? You really think you deserve sympathy from anyone? But I wasn't just waiting for something like this. When we divorced, you were still just another drone in your office. Now that you've been promoted, your fall is going to be all that much sweeter.
Okay, I'm getting just a bit sick of talking about this affair. When are you going to get over it, huh? And what other choice did I have when you did nothing around the house all day?
I thought I already told you that I had a medical condition keeping me from being able to do that. And besides, what did you do but stay out all night and sleep in all day on your days off?
Oh, well, excuse me for having a real job and hours of overtime work. I guess I should have just let us become homeless instead.
You know, I think I finally figured out when it was that you and my sister started seeing each other. It was while I had that fever. I had to spend a couple nights in the hospital, and I remember you had called Debbie over to help move me. I may have had a fever and been slightly delirious, but I could see the sparks flying between the two of you. So was that when your affair started? While your wife was suffering in the hospital? Not only that, but you both had the guts to ask me not to tell my mom and dad about what the two of you had done.
What does it matter when it started? Was my sleeping or not sleeping with your sister going to fix you? Besides, you're just upset because I realized that my true love wasn't you, but your sister. And now you're just trying to carry out this petty revenge.
You have no idea the pain that you caused me when I caught you with my sister. From the day that I found out about you two, I swore to myself that I would make you pay. And every day since then has been waiting, biding my time. And when I heard that you had been promoted, I knew that was my chance. You thought that I was weak and lazy, so I used that to my advantage in crafting this plan. And after 3 years, the timing couldn't have been better. Not only had my own preparations been completed, but I heard that you were promoted. And then on top of that, my sister ends up in the hospital. It seems that the fates aren't on your side in this one, Paul.
But, I mean, if you've waited this long, then surely you can wait a little longer, right? Please, I just got promoted. You can't do this to me!
Oh, I'm afraid that I've put far too much work into this to listen to your begs for mercy now, Paul. While you were living your happy life remarried to my sister, I was busy plotting. I was out gathering evidence, taking photos, calling lawyers until I found just the one that I knew would see you hit the hardest with the book of the law. 3 years is a long, long time. But then again, you would know that, wouldn't you? You were working for this promotion for such a long time. Surely you wouldn't listen to someone who asked you just to wait a bit longer for your promotion since the timing didn't work for them, right? Well, now you can see the position you're putting me in. I'm going to see you and Debbie crushed and buried under your deceit and then leave you with nothing. If you're upset about all of this now, I just hope that in 3 more years you'll finally be able to understand why all of this is your fault and you deserve whatever comes next for the two of you. I heard from my mom and dad that Debbie still hasn't been able to find a suitable donor for her spinal issues. Instead, she's having to use medicine that takes its toll on her body. I also heard one of their piece of news that might have surprised me if it wasn't so predictable. And that was that Paul had cheated on Debbie while she was in the hospital. After I filed my lawsuit against the two of them, rumors began to fly around Paul's work about the kind of husband that he was. When his bosses found out that he had basically chosen his career over his wife, they chose to make an example out of Paul by demoting him and sending him out to work in one of the offices in the countryside. There, far from Debbie, Paul thought that he could get away with cheating on his wife. But somehow or another, Debbie found out, and so Paul ended up getting hit with a second case of infidelity, and that's how he got his second divorce. While I am still refusing to lift a finger to help my selfish sister, I do hope that one day she is able to find a donor for her condition. Either way, I just hope she doesn't learn from my example and walks away with the much better lesson that the best revenge is simply to live a happy life. Speaking of me, I continue with my life after the lawsuit. I continued going to work and eventually even found a boyfriend. I explained to him about my back condition, but he has been so understanding and has never ever tried to use it against me. I'm so happy that I finally found someone who cares about me in a way that I feel I deserve. Perhaps if I found this man earlier, my heart wouldn't have been pulled in the direction that led me to take revenge on Paul and my sister.
Katie, why are you living in this tower apartment with us? Seriously, get the hell out of here, you parasite!
What? What the heck are you on about? Aren't you being a little too rude to me saying things like that when we haven't talked in so long?
Rude? How so? The way you've been doing things is the only rude thing that's been happening around us. I've had it up to here with how you try and treat me like an idiot.
You think I'm treating you like an idiot? What are you talking about, Bailey? If you're not gonna talk to me in a way that's easy to understand, then this whole conversation is going to get nowhere.
You're leeching off of my family, right?
Leeching off of them? I am not.
That apartment is where my parents live, as well as my brother.
Yeah, and I'm also living here.
What I'm getting at is that apartment is like my family home. So I want to live there as well with all my family.
Why do you want to come live here?
Have you not heard anything? That place is like my family's home, and so I have the right to come back there for no reason.
Hold on, this place isn't your family house though. It was my husband and I that allowed your parents to come live here with us a while back. If you had talked with them more about that, you would understand the situation.
You're being crazy. You are living in the apartment that my parents rented, and you're living there as a parasite, which is even worse. So stop lying to me, because I already know what's going on there.
They're not the ones that put their names down on this place, though. I'm the one that's paying the rent right now, so...
You really love to lie all day long, don't you, you nasty girl? I think you should leave my brother. That way, I'll be allowed to come live there with my family again. Actually, you don't have to leave him yet, because I'll be coming to live there anyways.
What are you talking about, Bailey? You're not gonna live here. There are no more rooms available for you to live in here.
Have you not heard anything from my mom yet?
Huh? About what? You're not saying that you'll actually be allowed to live here, right?
If you don't like it, then maybe you should leave that place. Because I don't really care about what you think about me coming to live there.
But if you come to live in this apartment, you should care about what I think. Well, whatever. I'm going to check with everyone else about this. Bailey is telling me that she's going to be living here with us now. What's that all about? I just checked with Mom about that, but this all has to be a joke, right?
I only just heard about this myself. I didn't know anything about this. I'm so sorry.
Randy, you get what's going on here, right? If things go any further, I'm not going to be able to handle this.
I understand that, and that's why I'm sorry. I'm already really thankful for what you've allowed my family to do, and so you telling me that anything else is impossible is totally understandable. So that's why I'm planning to say something about this as well. But she's my little sister after all, and I know that she's going to do as she pleases, whether I'm okay with it or not.
If that happens, what are we going to do?
Well, if what I say to her doesn't get her to stop, then we'll have to go with plan B.
Well, that all depends on what happens at that point, right? Let's wait and see what happens with her, I guess.
You're still not out of that place yet? I'm going to toss all your things, Katie.
Huh? Why would you even say that? And before you answer that, didn't Randy already have a word with you? He should have told you that it'd be impossible to move in with us, right? And whatever happened to the husband you had?
You don't have to worry about any of that, so just shut up and leave. A stranger like you has nothing to do with me, right?
So, no matter what you've been told plenty of times now that it's not possible to move in with us.
Well, my mom said it's fine to move in, so stop trying to go against my family, you stupid woman! They are my family, and you're not!
Really, I'm shocked by all of this. You really will not listen to me. I guess at this point, there's really no point in me going easy on you any longer. What I mean is, I'm appalled by you, and you've pretty much pushed me to my limit.
And I'm in the same boat as you right now. Don't you ever forget that it's my parents that are allowing you to live there with them. You're a disgusting little parasite that's stuck to their backs. Are you not embarrassed to be leeching off of your own husband's family?
Don't you think you've had enough of this? All I've heard from you is one rude thing after another, and it's driving me nuts.
Then just leave, and you'll never have to worry about my family again. Coming into my parents' apartment without ever thanking them for it and leeching off of them both. I'm going to live in that apartment of theirs, and you're going to have to leave.
Well, then I'll do just that.
Hurry up and get lost.
And I'll do just that. I'm leaving. But just know that Randy will most likely follow me out as well. Uh-huh. Randy will too? Why would he leave? Because I've told Randy all about the things you've said to me, and I think he's had enough of you acting like a little brat. So he'll be leaving this apartment as well, and you can do whatever you want. Why though? Randy doesn't have to leave with you because he's just fine being there. I was hoping that all of us could live together again like old times when we were all younger, but... No, it's too late for that now. If you have started to get your whole family involved in this, including your brother, then I probably would have divorced him and gone off on my own. But Randy has stayed on my side and has realized that you and your crappy parents are all too selfish to be around, and he wants to end things with all of you. And I'm with him on that. But ending things with us is far too extreme. Randy really is a dunce after all. I think he'd be better off cutting ties with you. You're the dunce, Bailey. Huh? Well, having to talk to you about things any longer will be a huge waste of my time. Good luck with paying for the rent of that place. That's not gonna be my problem. Do you even know how much it costs per month to live in that apartment? I wonder if you'll be able to pay for it. Huh? Stop fooling with me, Katie. I have a job and work enough to pay for anything I need to there. And it's not like I'm going to have to pay for that place's rent anyway. Why not? Because my parents will be paying for the place, so I'm all set. They've been paying for it this whole time, right? I'm just coming back home to them, so they never asked for me to pay. I've never heard of parents ever asking their cute little girl to pay rent. You really have such an unexplainable confidence in things working out for you. Well, at this point, I don't care what happens to you. Go ahead and do as you please. And you can get out of my parents' place now, you parasite. But make sure to tell my brother that he can come home anytime he wants when he has enough of you. Why not tell him yourself? I'll be changing the name on that place to yours for you, okay? So you go ahead and see for yourself how it is there, and then do as you want with that information. I'm going to tell my husband that you don't want anything to do with me anymore. Now goodbye. Answer your phone. What? I'm not going to answer my phone because I'm not in the mood to hear your voice. Well, this is about the rent here. I think that there's something wrong with all of it. And so I'd like to talk some of this over with you. Now answer your phone. There's no way a place like this would cost me $7,000 a month, right? What do you mean by that? Huh? Why, is there no way they charge you $7,000 for rent? That's how much that place costs to live in per month. You're lying, though, right? They must have put an extra zero or something on there, right? Well, that apartment is right in the middle of the city, and it's very spacious, so there's no way a place like that would only be $700 a month, right? Are you starting to freak out a little now that you realize $7,000 a month is something you can't afford? Wait. What? There's just no way. But aren't your parents supposed to be the one that's paying the rent? You were so confident in that before, right? Heh. Right, you have a good point. They'll pay for the rent. Now I can relax myself again. Well, good luck there. I never even had to bother myself with talking to you about this. I'll be able to make it here with my parents no problem. I should have just talked with my parents from the start. Goodbye now, you freak. You don't have to say things like that anymore now that I'm gone. You're the one that came to me with all this anyway. So why would you start acting that way again? Know that you really don't have to talk to me anymore, so bye. Do you think you can stop all of that now? You've called me over 200 times now, and there has to be a limit with you, right? When I didn't answer you the first 5 times, didn't you think to give up? Why are you trying to talk to me so much? What do you want with me? I'm not going to give up now. They used my card without asking me to pay for this place's rent. Do something about all of that. Yeah? What do you mean by that? They used my credit card to pay for this apartment's rent. Can you believe any of this? Were you the one that asked them to do that? So what you're saying is that your parents weren't going to pay for the place, and so they use your card without asking you to pay? That's right. Why would they do that to me? I don't think my parents would ever do something like that to me. You must have told them to do this to me. No way. It's getting time for you to read the air a little, huh? Read what air? Your parents are a perfect example of a couple of freeloading idiots. You don't think the two of them using your money to pay for things is ridiculous of them? My parents have been really happy to have me home and laugh all the time about how they were able to get me back after you left. And they always acted so happy to have me there because of my money. Huh? What do you mean? Well, to start, the two of them, your mom and dad, both moved into our apartment without ever asking your brother or if they could live there. And during that time, Randy lost his job and wasn't making anything. And I felt bad thinking that all of this had to go down while he was without a job. And so I started to pay for the rent and everything so that your parents didn't start to fight us. But while I had to pretty much care for your parents' selfish needs as well as Randy and my own, you were off somewhere always texting me about how I was a parasite to them. Are you kidding me? What? That's what was going on? Why would my parents be that way with you? They had no more money and had to sell their house. And so they lost their place to live and came to that apartment. But when they came into our apartment to live with your brother and I, they began to take our things and sell them for extra cash. And Randy was getting ready to kick them both out. But then, you told us that you come move in, and that was the best news we've ever heard. So, we were finally able to carry out our plan B, which was to move out of that place and cut all ties with you. Right now, Randy and I are so happy that you came back. What the hell? Well, you guys are all trash. Anyways, you and I have no ties to one another anymore, so do you think we can stop talking now? Well, I'm not able to get in touch with Randy anymore, so I can only talk to you. I think he's already gone and blocked you. Not sure, but that seems like something he'd do. Wait, Katie, I just want you to listen to what I have to say here. Well, if that's all you want. My parents have left me here. What? They said that if I wanted them gone, that they'd leave me here. And they really did end up leaving me here and running away. I have no idea where they're at now, but they shouldn't have anywhere else to go, right? And they've already used my credit card to pay for this place's rent, so I'm going to have to find a way to pay that off. I see. And also, I can't hold this back any longer, so I'll tell it to you straight. What happened with my husband is that he found out I was cheating on him and wanted to get a divorce and was asking me to pay his settlement to him as well. So I thought coming back to you all would give me a way to pay him back for all of that. But I never thought things would only get worse the moment I came back to my family. Well, that'll happen. You even wanted your parents to help you pay off your settlement, which they didn't, and now you have nowhere left to run and have no money. I know. So, do you think you can help me? What do you want me to say to that, Bailey? Say you will! You're my brother's wife after all! You and I are family, right? So, helping one another out is what we do when it's needed, right? I'm humored to see that you want my help now, but who was the one that made a huge fuss about me and kicked me out of my own home? Take some responsibility for that, okay? But that's... Even if you think that's okay, please, Katie, help me out. I won't be able to pay that $7,000, and if I miss the payments every month, I'll only have to pay more in the long run. I won't ever be able to pay that much, so please help me. No matter how hard you try asking me, that's not happening. Why not, though? Your brother and I have already moved away and have nothing to do with you now. And even after telling you all of this might happen, you still went ahead and let me change the place's renters too, right? I don't know about that settlement you have to pay, but you'd better take care of that soon. If not, you're only going to be digging deeper into all of that debt. I'm sorry, but I don't think you'll ever be able to live a normal life again after this life. You should have been a little more level-headed about your situation before you began to make stupid decisions, right? You poor soul. After that, Bailey was never able to pay the rent and ended up getting kicked out of the apartment. Her credit card was maxed out, and so the payment would never be processed, and she still needed to pay her ex after cheating on him. With all of that, she began to stress too much to be able to work efficiently at her job, and so she ended up being fired from her job. She lost her whole family, as well as her place to live, and now she was living a life with nothing more than the clothes on her back. She finally began to see just how stupid she was being with the plan she had made, but it was already too late for her to stop it from playing out, and has been left with a whole lot of situations. I'm sure she has no idea what to do now that would help her back up, and I doubt she ever will. As for my husband and I, we have been working on getting a new place for ourselves that we can call our forever home, and my husband has been trying his hardest with the new job he landed. At some point, him and I would love to forget about the toxic family we had to deal with, and I'm sure with time and a lot of new changes in our lives, that'll begin to happen.